So when I was a kid, our generation had a mantra. It came from a commercial, because of course it did, but it was be like Mike, right? That's the way to be great, because Michael Jordan was the best basketball player in the world, the best at what he did. But all those kids now, including myself, we don't want to be like Mike. We want to invest like Nancy, specifically Pelosi. And that makes sense because, as it turns out, she is the Michael Jordan of what she does, though not politicking, investing. With the account Unusual Whales, which publishes news about famous stock traders, reporting that the former House Speaker made 20 times her congressional salary in a single trade. And she did it by investing in the microchip maker, NVIDIA. In fact, she is up 200% in 200 days on her stock options in the company, netting her $4 million, and she still hasn't sold them yet. So according to the account, her overall portfolio is up 93% near all-time highs. Underlying this, we saw NVIDIA's value soar past $3 trillion for the first time yesterday, which notably is just one of 3 companies in that club, just above Apple and just below Microsoft. And it's also gotten there mind-numbingly fast, right? I mean, for some perspective, it took Apple almost 3 years to climb from $2 to $3 trillion, and Microsoft about 2.5 years to do the same. But NVIDIA, they did it in 3 fucking months. All of this seemingly driven by AI. Or with the gold rush that is AI right now, a lot of people see NVIDIA as the people selling the shovels. And there is a lot of demand. I mean, NVIDIA reported a 262% year-on-year rise in revenue last quarter, which is also why other tech titans like Apple, Microsoft, Google, and Meta are scrambling to invest in AI so they don't fall behind. But notably with Pelosi, NVIDIA is only part of the reason she's so rich, with the other part possibly being, some people allege being, insider trading, right? With places like NPR noting that industry analysts began to notice several years ago that certain federal lawmakers were beating the market with their investment strategies. So naturally, what happened is that some stock traders just copied their investments, and pretty soon financial service companies began offering funds that tracked congressional portfolios, which also, ironically, was only made possible by the Stock Act, which is a law passed in 2012 mandating that lawmakers disclose any transaction over $1,000. But that initially meant to create more transparency around politicians' investments, but instead we saw it spawn a financial cottage industry looking to piggyback off of their believed insider knowledge. And actually, Unusual Whales is a part of that, being a startup offering an exchange-traded fund that tracks Democratic lawmakers' investment portfolios called Nance, named after Nancy Pelosi. And then there's also another one for Republicans, but the funny thing is that all of this is kind of becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? Because now any stock a politician touches suddenly attracts a bunch of investment, right? Politicians now, in addition to being able to control policy that literally fucking affects so many of these companies, they've now, to at least some degree, become financial influencers.